Feels like quite a while since I've done a walk and talk, maybe 2 weeks, and stuff's changing in the business. I don't want these walk and talks only to be about eBay Live, but it is kind of what's happening, like with the biggest potential changes for the business right now. So I'm going to talk about that again. If you're not an eBay Live fan, it's probably not for you. But I think we're about 6 or 7 eBay Lives in now. I did take a 10-day break whilst it was my dad's birthday, and simply to figure out how to do the combined shipping. Had a chat with a few people at eBay, like my eBay rep, and it's just gone boom since then. I'm really into it. We're selling items for really good prices. I'd say between 60 and 80% of what they could typically sell for if they were listed. So that's obviously a great price, you know. On Whatnot, we used to be selling like £20 items for about £5, and it was quite disheartening. And I was like, what's the point at the end of it all? Whereas on eBay, if we put a £20 top up, we'll probably get £15 for it. 12 to 15 anyway, which is good. The reason I'm so interested is quite simply costs. Let's just talk about costs. So, as you know, I have a physical shop in Penkridge, Stafford. We've got 3 members of staff in total. I've got Jamie, Andy and George, my nephew. Staff aren't free. And then there's the rent of the place and electricity. There is a break-even point for me. My break-even point without Jamie's wages, because he doesn't work at the shop. But if we were just thinking about Andy and George, there's definitely a break-even point. And I've been thinking some negative thoughts about the shop lately. We're a little bit behind target where I want to be anyway for the year. I'm not saying it won't improve, because I'm confident it will. We've worked so hard to build that place up. It's like an old-fashioned market town. We're the only young person shop there, really. And, you know, without saying anything nasty about the rest of the market, it's a bit old-fashioned crowd of people that arrive. Last year we did some amazing months where we almost doubled what we were expecting to do there, but this month it's been slow and hard work. We've had days where we've done £1,500 in one day, and we've had days where we've done £100, which doesn't even cover Andy's wages. So I've not made the decision yet of quitting. I'm not one of them type of people that will roll over and quit very easily. But in the back of my mind, I'm thinking it's at least £17,000 per year with rent and staff wages that could be spent on eBay Live. For stock, for example, £17,000 worth of stock, the way I buy, will get me some amazing stuff. Whereas at the moment it's just going on rent. So that's a bit concerning. The other thing is, do I want to quit on something that's taken me a long time and a lot of effort to decorate and build up? I've got a really good, loyal customer base. You know, the same people come in and buy from me every single month, and it's really appreciated. I'd be waving goodbye to that. Then there's always the question where you could do it all yourself, but Andy's not just a member of staff, he's a close friend. He's 10 times better than any member of staff we could have ever asked for, and we're very lucky to have him. Of course, if the shop's shut, he could come and work and do eBay Lives with us. He could just do a day at the cabin with me, unless we moved into a warehouse again, which is always an idea. eBay Lives at the moment is exciting and it's growing rapidly. We're consistently doing £800 plus per show on anything between 30 and 50 items, so my ASP, or average selling price, is good. Sometimes we're making £10 an item, sometimes we're making 40 quid an item. So it's pretty exciting stuff. And the best part of it is you're doing it in about 2 hours. Then of course there's the packing the next day, but I'm very, very, very tempted. My theory is at the moment to kind of do both this year, eBay Live and the shop. Don't change. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. Because I'm quietly confident that this year's going to get better at the physical shop. Plus, I've been moving it all anyway to a unit or a warehouse somewhere. So the way I kind of see it is, let's just keep the shop open for now, at least for another year, and see where the year takes us. My targets for that shop aren't massive. I don't mind sharing with you guys. Target for the year at the physical shop is 75 grand. To some people that might sound like a lot of money, but it's not in retail. That's my aim anyway. Bear in mind it's not all profit, and of course there's expenses there to be taken out. I'm not walking around like a millionaire. It's just a living wage, to be honest with you. And I keep the shop completely separate to online selling. It's a separate business. Anyway, I'm doing something different today. Just fancied a walk. I've had a stiff neck for about 4 days. It's killing me. And in turn, it's given me a bit of a headache at the bottom of my neck, bottom of my head, top of my neck, where I've got soft tissue damage from playing rugby when I was younger. It's just playing up a lot right now. I've got my hair appointment. I've got to pick up 3 parcels, so I'm going to see Taz at the post office. And I've come to have a haircut. It's really long, but I still need regular trims, just for dead ends and stuff. So I'm doing that. Anyway, we're almost there, but I think I'll probably continue this bit on the walk back, because I've got a lot of thoughts going through my head, and it's good to document them. So I'll see you in a bit. And there we go, that's great. Got everything I need, and had a little wig chop. Feels fresh. Nice to see my mate Scott. Have a natter. But I'm quick, we're only in there 15 minutes with having a long, moppy, scruffy hair. Anyway, back to business. Let's get my headphones back on. Yeah, so eBay Live has undoubtedly created some opportunities for us. The theory is that I can, because the shop's got too much stock in, it's always got too much stock in, because I buy, as you guys probably know now. And one thing we can do on the eBay Live is of course take out some stale stock. It's not necessarily crap stock, it's good stuff. It just might be that because you're selling in a physical shop, you're waiting for someone to walk past that it's going to fit. The chances of that are of course quite slim, whereas when you're selling on a core store like eBay, people can search their size, so it's a lot easier to find things and sell things that are obscure sizes, like ultra long women's legs jeans or extra small tops, you know what I mean? Anyway, those type of items seem to do well on eBay Live. You know, 4XL Carhartt does well on eBay Live. We sold something the other day for 70 quid. Amazing. I think we would have only listed it for 80. Just so happened there was 2 people bidding in the room that time, so amazing. One thing I am concerned about is that eBay Live could potentially go down the same route with what happened with Whatnot, and it could get saturated. I think that's what happened to Whatnot. We were, I think, the 40th clothes seller to be signed up on there. I'm pretty sure Amelia, who onboarded us, told us we were the 40th. Anyway, my point is that because of that, the competition at the time wasn't right. So for about the first 2,000 items we sold, we got amazing prices and whatnot. But as more and more people joined and started selling on there, it got tougher and the prices weren't quite as good. God, my arm's aching from the weight of this phone. So my theory, I keep saying theory, I don't know why I keep saying theory. So I'm worried that eBay could go down the same path, and I'm sure it will. I'm sure there will be a lot of people selling on there. Some people do it for 6 months and some people will do it for 6 hours. As a lot of people, it won't fit in with their plan and business. They might just sell off a load of stock and then not be able to do it again for another year. As they say, I don't mean this in a nasty way, but the scum rises to the surface. I think that's the correct terminology. What I mean by that is the people who work hard at it and are consistent, I'm sure, because I've been an early adopter and so have a lot of my friends like Simon and Shell. I'm sure that us people who can get a lot of stock and do it consistently, I'm hoping, cross fingers, that it will mean something. And you know, if I do 2 shows a week consistently this time next year, let's say I've done something like 120 shows, I hope I've got to the stage where we've got 100 people in the room. Although you shouldn't count your chickens before the eggs hatch and all that nonsense. I'm under the impression that Whatnot aren't contracting anybody anymore, and I don't know if you guys have noticed, a lot of them Whatnot streamers have moved over to TikTok. I'm not signing any contract with eBay, just purely because the way I look at my life is I'm self-employed, I don't owe anyone anything, and I like to have complete control over my business. I don't want to be working for the man, and I feel like if you sign a contract, it might be an exclusivity contract or a certain amount of hours contract. I don't want to be clock watching, thinking I need to do another hour streaming this week or I'm in trouble. It's just not for me. I've noticed a lot of Whatnot streamers are jumping over to TikTok because they pay well, contracts are in place, they're paying better than Whatnot. And from what I can see, the viewership on their auction shows is absolutely amazing. I've seen people who regularly get about 60 people on their Whatnot, and they've got like 300 on their TikTok. And that sounds good, but I've noticed from their sales prices that they're just the same as the Whatnot prices that they're selling for. They're still selling t-shirts for £8. Just because you've got 300 people in your room, it doesn't mean you're going to sell your items for more money. It's that old saying, it's quality over quantity. And I do think that it's quite easy to be tricked by these big numbers. We've had our best, in all fairness though, our best show, I think we did £855 a few nights ago. We've still not broken the £1,000 evening on eBay Live. I'd love to break the £1,000 evening. We did £855 and we sold 30 items, which is by far my best ASP on eBay Live. Ooh, go. Woo. Yeah, so that had 60 people in the room. And then the next show, we did almost the same amount of money, but it was 59 items or 56 items. I think we did £835 for almost double the amount of items, which is a bit annoying, but I was still very happy with the profit on it. And we only had, I think the most we had in the room that night was 39. So in that case, maybe more people did help, but I'm 100% positive that 300 people in your room doesn't mean you're going to make loads more money. It probably means you're going to have more vague buyers. What I mean by that is people who aren't really invested. It's better to have 30 buyers who are staying in there and spending loads of cash and who come to see you every week than having 300 who are just strolling past and happen to notice there's an auction on. I've noticed there was quite a lot of cancellations in this person on TikTok, and he was regularly saying, stop cancelling guys, I'm gonna have to run it again, you're upsetting the algorithm. I was like, this seems like a nightmare. TikTok have approached me to sell on there too, and I think I'll do it, to be honest with you, at some point. But whilst everything's working so well on eBay Live, I don't think there's any need to change anything. It's all gravy right now. I'm spinning quite a lot of plates, which is probably why I'm thinking about the shop and if it is going to be a long-term thing this year. But we're still making a good profit, in all fairness, at the shop. So there's no need to change anything. I just need to keep my eye on them numbers. At some point, it's only likely that eBay Live will take over the physical shop. It's the nature of the beast, I suppose. There's a lot more people who can buy online than there are walking past your physical shop. That's why retail shops have gone the way they've gone, even in really busy market towns. But anyway, that's enough of me nattering on. Pretty much home now. Thanks for joining along. I'm sure we'll do another one of these very soon. See you again.